I didn't finish that. I think you can acknowledge that regardless of whatever nationality I believe I am, I still understand that I'm a human being. Or do you not? Do you see me as a human being?
You're made in the image of God.
I don't want to make any,
You know what I think. You know what I think. You bear the image of God.
Okay.
You bear the imago Dei, Genesis 1:26.
Bear the image of God.
Yeah, Genesis 1:26.
Appreciate it. So, as a man, I might be prone to misspeak, and I almost misspoke, and I stopped myself. Right? You misspoke recently when you were in San Diego. Remember? When you said, "Oh, I didn't mean that,"
yeah,
take it back.
And I was not given slack on that. I'll give you another example. So if I make something I know is wrong as an admission, you'll never hear me try to repeat it on purpose if I know it's wrong. We will have disagreements about what is true in the meantime, and that's where you guys will just say, well, there's a liar. But anytime I know for sure it's wrong, you'll never hear me repeat it. Let me show you why. Just even if you don't believe that I'm a truth teller, even objectively as a tactic, there is no good use in lying about another person's position long term, because you can short term fool somebody. For example, ICPK goes around saying Christians believe in the Immaculate Conception. Roman Catholics believe in the Immaculate Conception. Christians don't believe in the Immaculate Conception. So to say that they do is mistaken. ICPK will not correct themselves. They just say, well, that's what we mean. But no one defines it that way. They're just not going to change on it. If I'm shown something that is absolutely wrong, I'll try to make some correction every time. I guarantee you that. You may say that's not true, but I can show you multiple examples where I did it. Even with Captain Taz when I was with him, that's an example. Multiple times where I've done that. Because there's no point in lying about your opposition, and that's something you guys should learn. I know, but I'm not saying you're UPK. What I'm giving is an example of where I'm willing to correct and apologize if it's shown. That's all I'm saying.
Did anybody in the Sicarii ever accuse you of slandering Johanna?
Not Johanna, but of Sicarii, yeah.
No, but the example that you gave...
And Sicarii certainly slandered me.
The example that you gave was about Johanna and Tazadaki, right? So I'm asking, did you bring that up because it had something to do with us, or is it just a general example?
Okay. It's an example to show that if I make an error or mistake, which I do because just like you, I'm human, I will do my best if I've shown it's a fact to say that was wrong, I was wrong about that. Because you were saying in regards to Sicarii about the tithing and things like that. And we're talking about slander, did you say this, did you say that? If you tell me something's different and there's a verification, then okay, we'll reevaluate, and sometimes there will be the need for a correction or apology. I'm with that. What I'm saying is, it's not a lie that there's a general expectation for you to pay tithes to Ahlazar because he is a Levitical high priest under your theological system.
Nope, we never called him that.
Okay, is he a Levite?
Yeah.
Is he a priest?
Yeah.
Is he the chief priest? Yeah. So the word high is what the problem was. Chief priest.
How many high priests are there?
Chief priests.
How many high priests are there? It's
well, there was one or two, perhaps at ICGJC, according to them, the original school. But I agree with you, only Christ, but
in ICGJC, and neither are you.
Well, you said how many are there? I'm telling you, other people have claimed that title.
No, I'm asking you.
So I said high instead of chief, but I know his title because I said it earlier.
Right.
As a chief priest.
I didn't correct you earlier.
As a chief priest. No, I said chief priest, though. I see what you're saying.
Earlier,
right.
You said chief,
which is what I'm saying. I know, but I said it wrong there, which is an example. I'll say if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Chief priest, as a chief priest, yes or no?
Yeah, he's the chief priest of this organization.
Okay. That's what I've been saying. And that's not a lie. I never said there was a requirement to pay to watch a video.
And also, I don't want you to perceive it as nitpicking, but I'm going to have to, because if I don't, then you're going to be like, he agreed to this because he didn't, whatever. The pot that we pay into, Ahlazar pays into too. We're not just giving it to him.
So he pays to his own Cash App?
Yes. The pot that we pay into, Ahlazar pays into too. We're not just giving it to him.
So he pays to his own Cash App?
Yes. He deposits money into his own Cash App for the purposes of things that have to do with the cash.
Gentlemen, can you help me understand how it's paying to the pot when he pays it to his own Cash App?
Listen, if he has his own money, all of his money is not in Cash App.
So who has access to the Cash App?
I don't know who all has access to it. I don't have access to it, but I know what the proceedings are.
Do you think it's on more than one phone?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
So do you understand how it's not very Please let me finish.
But I don't have the answer.
Okay.
I can't do that. Do you have Cash App?
I have Cash App.
I have Cash App. Okay. Is that your only means of banking?
No.
No.
Does anyone else have
take
access?
money from
Does
someone
anyone
and
else?
put it into your
Right.
Cash App?
But if
Can you
he's
do that?
if he's the only one who has access to the Cash App, it's irrelevant.
I don't know that that's the case.
Okay.
So I can't
Okay.
speak on that.
Okay.
But
Then
can
would you be willing to find
So
out?
it doesn't matter.
No. Here's why it doesn't matter. Here's why.
Tell me what matters to me.
I'll explain.
It doesn't matter to
I'm
me.
not saying what it matters. Maybe it doesn't matter to you. You're in the organization.
Right.
But here's why it matters to an objective outsider. If
I'm listening. If
I'm always fascinated when you guys do this, where if we did the same thing, you call us out for being rude, jerks, racist, and all kinds of other things.
Okay. Well, hey, I guess that's that. Well,
You're no longer allowed to talk to me, are you?
well, apparently I wasn't allowed to talk to you at all, and I just didn't realize that. Oh.
Jerks, racist, and all kinds of other things.
Okay. Well, hey, I guess that's that. Well,
You're no longer allowed to talk to me, are you?
well, apparently I wasn't allowed to talk to you at all, and I just didn't realize that. So I will say the part about Star Wars was fun, but other than that,
We didn't really get to talk about Star Wars.
not really.
All right, are you allowed to talk to me about Star Wars?
Perhaps on my downtime.
Could you text it back, see if you're allowed to talk to me about
This
Star
isn't
Wars?
my downtime. So you live here, right? Maybe we'll cross paths. I don't know. Do they have Comic-Con out here?
I don't go to Comic-Con anymore.
I've never.
It's called Fan Fest, but I stopped going to that a while ago.
I've never been myself.
Yeah, Phoenix Fan Fest.
At the end of the line, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter anyway, because what we're out here to do is not engage with, it's not personal, not just you, but we're not out here to just necessarily debate anybody that feels like debating, right? It happens, I get that, but the purpose is to steer people away from sin. That's what we try to do, right?
But you tell them they can lie.
We may not be.
You tell them they can steal.
You can disagree with us.
You tell them that they're going to be able to murder in the future. So how are you steering anybody away from sin?
You've never heard me say murder, but
you may not call it murder. You call it righteous killing. You may not call it murder. You call it righteous killing. But you teach you're going to be able to do all that. So how are you steering people away from sin? It seems like you're steering them right into sin.
So, at the end of the day, your purpose for being here is not to win our souls, and you've already demonstrated that.
Oh, yes, it is.
So, I don't know you. I don't know you. Yeah. I'm not talking about you.
How would you know my purpose?
With deadness, we don't need to with deadness, we don't need to
So you're not allowed to talk to me.
Did you ask him if you could be a member of his church?
I did, on 19th,
what did he say?
19th Avenue in Dunlap.
What did he
I
say?
told him, where's your church at? I want to attend.
No,
he
he said no. So with that,
yeah, because you're an unbeliever.
All to Yahweh, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushua. It's all praises to the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son, of the Lord, ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and Kwam Yasharal. Kwam Yasharal. He was calling me.
Yeah, you look silly with him, man.
That was interesting.
I thought he was your brother.
He is.
So why you insulting him?
I don't gotta talk to you.
Why are you insulting him? But if you insult my brother, why wouldn't I say something? Watch out, this guy likes to try to get with people.
He just went home.
Video later, we were speaking with them for an extended period of time. Then they got a text message that said they cannot speak with us anymore.
And they hid it. And they had to hide it behind the Bible for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't get that. You don't have to do that.
What's your perception of what just happened, Josh?
Well, what I was going to say, and I never got a chance to say, is what I heard was him dodging questions like Spider-Man to avoid Isaiah 19. That's what I heard.
Yeah, he never got back to it.
That's what I heard. I heard just an unwillingness to actually deal with the text. I mean, if you were sitting there for as long as I was, like, that is everything that you heard. And that aggravates me.
What about you, brother?
I think he's a nice guy. I think he's
But brother Irving, could you?
get flipped off too. That was.
Yeah.
Flipped off too. That's Christ-like.
Yeah.
That's Christ-like.
I would have liked to hear them deal with what you were
Right.
bringing up.
Right.
Deal with it.
You know, black skin, dirty.
Dirty black skin.
See you guys again.
I got dirty black skin, bro. You got dirty black skin according to Vocab.
According
That's
to
not what he meant, and you know it. Stop misrepresenting him. That's bearing false witness.
can lie to outsiders, though. Hey guys,
Repent. Christ could come back tomorrow.
so Irvin, how about your perspective of this discussion, my friend?
I'm tired. I didn't even do anything.
I'm starting to feel like with these guys, they use very similar language. Like
They do. It's Mormon-esque.
It's like Mormons,
It's Mormon-esque. It really is.
but clearly it's talking two different things.
It's talking two different things. And
My first time with this kind of.
The wicked flee when none pursue it. The wicked flee when none pursue it.